Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Can you see this picture or no?
Yeah.
You can? I'll just sit a bit like this. Okay, just later I will little bit, or we will talk about it. I'm going to start with who am I, okay? Because what happens is, and very good, try to be still, that's all. Huh? We are not doing exercise during this 1 hour. We are going to dissolve from the body for this 1 hour. So relax, be comfortable, and don't think about your body, okay? For 1 hour. Who am I? So whenever we want to know ourselves properly, we have to go to the start of life and to the end of life. Then we understand the in-between, right? Because I came in this human body in the womb of my mother, right? All of us. And we came out as little babies. Before coming out as a little baby, I somehow entered the womb. And the body grew around that life force, energy that I am, that entered the womb of the mother, that started the second heartbeat of the baby, of the fetus. So I'm tinier than even the cells that combined to create this body. I'm that energy inside that is so tiny and so invisible and so that I can enter the womb without being seen. Because no one can see when the spirit enters the womb, and it can go through the cells or through somehow to reach the
protons.
Yes. So that's a bit of the start. Let's just go to the end. Okay. When we look at a dead body and we look at ourselves alive, that's when we can look at who am I? Because one day I will leave this dead body here and not be in the dead body. I will be somewhere else. So when I see the difference between me alive and me dead, so let's imagine for a second that I have heart failure, because nowadays people even drop dead for no reason. People are taking a shower, they drop dead. Some people go to sleep and they're just, so you can have heart failure and just drop dead, right? Or you just have an accident and you're gone. So let's say I had something happen and I just dropped
Shock.
dead. Yeah. I'm Amarjit and I'm lying here in front of you dead. Let's look at this dead body and look at this alive body and see the difference.
Yeah.
We're going to ponder on the difference, okay? What do you see, the first thing that you notice? You want to say?
I can breathe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
This
can't
is
breathe.
different, yeah.
Okay. So that means the breath in the dead body has stopped, and in this living body I'm breathing. What else?
I feel cold.
You feel cold?
Coldness, yeah. Sometimes I also feel that one.
I'm saying look at the dead body and look at me alive. That dead body has no feeling. Otherwise, that dead body would not be burnt and buried. If that dead body, dead mass, had feeling, you can't burn it and bury it. That dead body actually has no feeling. Whereas me alive, I can feel hot, I can feel cold, I can feel love, I can feel irritated, I can feel anything, I can feel joy. So feelings are in when I'm alive. So that's a very good point to touch on. What you said is something also very important. Everything that we are seeing here is important because why? What the dead body cannot do, I am using this body to do when it's alive. Do you understand? Because I come in the womb of the mother and I give life to this body. So that life force that I am, besides making this body move, the first thing I would say is the dead body doesn't move. The dead body starts turning cold. Physically, not me, I will not feel it. somebody around me will start feeling it, that it's turning cold, it's turning stiff, it's decaying, it's becoming smelling, stinking, so let's burn it or bury it. We can't keep it for long without injections and all. So now that dead body, let's look at it on the external level also. The dead body has eyeballs which cannot see, but when I'm alive, the eyeballs can see. Has a nose that cannot breathe, has ears that cannot hear. Here my ears are hearing. Has a mouth that cannot speak, cannot eat. Here my mouth can speak, can eat. Has a heart that does not beat. Has intestine but does not work. Has a brain but does not think. So all these are things that the dead body has, every organ just like me alive, but suddenly everything has stopped. Correct? That's why it decays, because the whole system has stopped. So it means I am that soul or spirit or life force energy or Atma, what the thing that I am, that energy point that I am, that is so tiny, is what keeps this body alive. So while I am in the body, I can see, I can hear, I can speak. And this me is not just now when I'm big. This life force energy is from the womb and from when I came out. I could see, I could hear, I could speak. I give energy, the brain, the intestine, all the circulatory system, all, and it's growing and changing. This body I can see from when I was born, as far back as I can remember, maybe when I was 2 years old, 3 years old. This mass body is changing. Today I'm so big. Tomorrow I'll be old. I'll have grey hair, whatever. If I live to 100, I'll be different face, different body. So the body is changing, but me, the one inside, that gives this life force energy, I can see the changes. I can see myself throughout my life. It's like I'm the observer of the movie of this life. You see?
Yeah.
That oh yeah, 2 days ago I did this, or 5 days ago it was like this, or when I was 16 it was like this, when I went to school in Waverley the nuns were like this. It's like there's a movie inside of a recollection of the memories of your whole life. So it means I was the observer of it all, without realizing that I'm the observer of it now also. While I'm in the now, I think this is me. And I think, that's memory. No. In each moment, Priyanka, you have to really stop bothering about your body. Be still. Just be still. That's it. Because you know why you get distracted. The body's, this is not time.
No, I'm listening. Actually, this board is
hurting.
No, but I am okay. I will not sit.
Take a chair.
No, I'm okay. I'm not,
sure?
Yes.
Because I want you to be comfortable.
But I'm not. I'm gonna be moving.
Why?
This. I don't know. I can't sit still unless I close my eyes or I go in my. So I'm listening to you. Words are
okay.
But
just be like the art of. I've always been a top student in my school, because but you're good that you're looking at me, because looking at the teacher's eyes are the windows of the soul. So
yes.
So that when you look at someone's eyes, you actually are able to absorb what they're saying. So that's something you're doing good, is that you observe. As long as you're not getting distracted.
No.
You know what? I'll tell you what happens when you're hearing something and you move. That split attention went there. That split attention went there. That split attention that is wavering away from what you're hearing is not going to allow full absorption of jnana. Okay, I'm just letting you know the trick of hearing and listening, because I'm a teacher as well, an educator as well, multiple intelligence. So each second we think we are here, but each second my mind has gone to a coffee shop, I'm there, and then I'm back here. Each second I think of my mother, I'm with my mother, I'm back here. You see how we are not here all the time. We are where our mind takes us. That's why sometimes we are like, I'm sad. It's not because here is sad. Here everything is fine. But I'm sad because I've gone into a memory that gave me sadness. Or I've gone into a memory that gave me joy. I've gone into a memory that I enjoyed. So if I say chocolate, if you like ice cream chocolate sundae, and I say ice cream chocolate sundae, you'll see a chocolate sundae, and in your mind, if you create the vision, you'll be like, oh, that's yummy. Or if you like coffee, then you're sitting in a coffee shop by the seaside, and immediately the vision only makes you feel good. So that means in those seconds, you're seeing something. This mind is very important to understand.
It's projection.
Can be. Yeah, it's like a projector.
It is a projector. The way you're telling us, it's a projection. We are watching it as an audience.
An observer, correct.
As an observer or audience, we are watching our own life as...
We don't watch our own lives. We didn't realize that today I'm just awakening something that you already know.
Yes.
There's nothing I'm going to say today that you don't know. Remember this. I'm just going to be re-invoking and bringing your attention to things that are very simple and very easy, and it's in everyone, but we didn't tune into it.
Yes.
So I'm going to just tune you
with us
to be aware.
Yes.
Okay. So that from now on, whenever your mind goes anywhere, you know that I'm not here right now. Okay, it's the art of controlling the mind also, room. And it can be a happy room.
Yeah,
you don't have to you don't have to label it as a dark room. It's a memory. That's it. Or it's even it doesn't have to be a memory. It can be a fantasy. It can be a fantasy. I can create a fantasy that I'm flying and I'm seeing the world. You can do anything with this mind. Okay, so it's not always a dark room. If before, when we didn't know, and the mind was doing things on its own, then you didn't have control, then it might have been a dark room. But now that I'm aware that I can fine-tune it to whatever I choose, because now I'm realizing that I'm the observer. So let's come back to who I am, because when I become empowered with who I am, I can actually use my mind to do anything. And that's when Manjite Jagjeet happens. Means when you win the mind, you win the world. Means you win this life journey. So the dead body. So what happens is the soul is looking at the dead body is very important. And our scriptures, the 6 scriptures talks, the 9th Guru Tegh Bahadur talks a lot about the dead body, in order to make you see yourself. The difference between the dead body and the alive body is the simplest way of awakening to who you are. You understand? Because what I leave behind, what happens when I'm dead here? I'm dead. Okay, Amarjit is dead here. My son will come, my mother will come, and they will say, oh, she's gone. If I'm in the hospital, the doctor will say, please take the corpse. Take the body. The doctor will not say, take Amarjit.
Yeah, take the body out.
Take the body. It's not me. Very clear. Everybody who loves me will not want that body. That means it's not me. Because if it was me, how can my loved ones leave me? Right? So it's definitely not me. It's something not me. This is very, very empowering to realize I am not the body. I am not the body.
Yeah.
The body is going to be left behind and dissolve into nature. So the body is 5 elements: earth, fire, water, air, atmosphere, space. 5 elements. Whatever we see with these eyes, hear, whatever, with these 5 senses is 5 elements, is not me, the soul. I am the observer. I'm the one. Now we're going to go more. So now this dead body. So I am life force energy, and I'm like the battery. I come into the dead body, and the dead body becomes alive. It can move, it can do things. It's like I'm a robot. Okay? Like I'm inside and this body is alive, and I'm out and this body is dead. So it's like I'm the robot, right? Or a car without a driver. Useless. The moment the soul or the spirit is inside, the energy, life force is inside, it can go anywhere. So that's why the body is referred to as a vehicle, is referred to as a host, is referred to as an instrument, is referred to as a medium, is referred to as robot. Okay, in the scriptures as well as now we understand why. Okay, because I enter in the womb of the mother, invisible energy, point of light. But when we say energy, then to describe tiniest form of energy is, if you have to picturize energy, it's like spark, current, like electricity. Now I switch on this light, we can't see the current, but it's there and the bulb comes on. We switch off and the bulb goes off. So there is a current that we can't see. Just as there's sound waves that we can't see. If I tune into 108.5, very accurate, I can hear certain music. If I tune into 220, I can hear other music. That's how the radio waves work. So, but we don't see the waves. We can't see it, but it's there. So energy transfers invisibly. So I'm this energy point. So what is this point? The rest is just the sparkle and the energy, but that little dot in the middle is who I am. Is soul. We can call it soul, life force, energy point, atma, whatever. But the fact is,
it's a spark.
It's me.
A spark.
It's me. And we say twinkling point of light. We say twinkling point of, but I like spark because the spark is the tiniest visible thing you can see. Like, when you play the firecrackers and you see a spark and it disappears. So it's so tiny that it's there and it's not there. So this is the closest we can see, is like a spark. So I am this little spark. And why I keep pointing here? It's very easy. If I'm this, where do I reside in this body? If I chop my hand, I'm still alive. I chop my legs, I'm still alive. I take out my intestines, I'm still alive. I remove the heart and do a heart transplant, I'm still alive. So I have to be somewhere here. And we already got it that I am memory. I can have a memory and I have thoughts, right? The dead body, besides moving and seeing and the five senses, what else does the soul do that does not that makes it alive, that while it's alive, what else does the soul do besides these five, using the five organs? So because you are using your five organs to move, sense organs, you're every 8-9 billion souls on this world, but we're all different. So there's something else that the soul or me, that I do in this body, in each one of us that we do,
connection, that
is different in you. In 8-9, we are all different. We know that. You're different from me. You're different from me. We are different. How are we different? So let's look at that now. How are each one of us different? Give me an answer. Try to
because we have different codings. Format is different, but
in simple language. In a language that non-educated people will understand.
Format same hai, code sabke alag hai.
No. Simpler.
Karmas.
That is also not so simple, but okay. Karma means action. So each action is not the same. Okay? So that's fine. But what makes you act? What are you doing right now? What is each one of us doing right now?
Breathing.
Thinking. Again, I said subtle. We talked about the 5 elements already. Now we're not going into the 5 elements. The nose breathes, the eye sees, all these 5 senses is happening. That we're saying, you're breathing, we are a common factor. This is common factor. Now I'm talking about the non-common factor, where each individual, 8-9 billion souls is different, is our thoughts.
Thoughts make us different.
Yes. That's the first input. The thought goes in, and what happens, like a computer when you key in.
Makes you the person.
What happens is that with the thought, you make the choice, right? Yes. So when first you choose, then it goes into a database, and a lot of database gets collected, and then the output. So what happens is, that's what we call mind. For example, from when I'm born, I'm born now we're going to go into this, that is individually me. Okay, we won't talk about the common factor one. The soul has two parts. The life one is a common factor, which I'm not going to talk about because this is not in my control. I do not tell my heart to beat, it's beating. I do not tell my intestines to stop working, it will not listen to me. Hey, eyes, stop seeing, it will see till I close it. My ears, stop hearing, it will not stop hearing till I can't control it. It's not in my control. Like I cannot even know when I'm going to enter the womb of the mother, when I'm going to leave. So the five senses is common factor in everybody. It's just Guru Nanak uses a very beautiful word, sebhang. Sebhang means self-illuminating.
Good.
The fact that I am sebhang, I am present in this body and this body is alive is a happening that is not in my control. Okay? But what is in my control is what we're going to look at. Because I'm still the spark, but the second side of the coin that makes me different. Each one of us is different from each other. She touched on a deep point is karma. What happens is thoughts and actions create karmic accounts. Karma is action and from that results karmic accounts. Okay? Means everything is accounted. Whatever you're doing is accounted. That's why someone is born well and someone is born blind. If everybody just lived once and just came in the womb of the mother once and lived one life only, then the law of karma is very fair. Then everybody should be born perfect. With perfect parents, perfect happiness, perfect equal amount of money, equal amount of everything, no? Then it's fair, otherwise it's not fair, right? So what we see today is a result of karmic accounts of many lifetimes. That's why someone is born, someone has back pain, someone is born, okay, forget about back pain. Back pain is a result of this lifetime of accident or whatever. But born blind, born disabled, born poor, born handicapped, or born disabled, or born rich and born genius. So some days a genius streak in people that it's not the education that made them genius. Some people are just 5 years old and they can recite the entire Gita. Some Russian I met could speak Hindi fluently without knowing why. It's a past life. Carry you forward. Not everybody remembers, but these things show there is a past life. So we are a result of all. That's the deeper aspect, the karmic accounts that she talked about. But the current, what makes each of us different is the input, our thoughts. And where do our thoughts come from? From around us, from our environment. Totally. We
Agree.
are at the mercy
Of
environment.
Agree.
Why? Because we never knew who we were. We never realized how to stop being at the mercy of the environment.
Yeah.
Because we never told that we are a soul or a spirit. We never were informed. Okay? So it's nobody's fault. I'm just explaining the reality without blaming anything. No blame, nothing. Just fact. I'm born. I'm this little baby, okay? When I come into this world as this little baby, I have no idea I'm male or female or I have to wear clothes or nothing. I don't even know I'm Sikh, Hindu, Christian, nothing. I'm just a baby. What happens is my mother, because each mother also isn't aware that she's a spirit, she's a soul. So the mother says, oh, you're my baby. Your name is this. I'm going to name you Amarjit. I'm going to name you Priyanka. I'm going to name, give you a name. So, and you're so pretty, you're so cute, you're a baby girl, this is your mother, this is your father, this is your brother, this is your sister, you're going to this school is very good for you, eat this is nice, don't eat this, do this, don't do that, from childhood. So we start becoming that. The whole education system, the friends we gather around us slowly, we start becoming who we are and we think that's who I am. Now let's look at another perspective, another scenario. I'm born. Again, let's go back. I'm born a little baby. And I'm given, me, Amarjit, who is a sick woman right now, given to a Muslim mother to look
Yeah.
after from birth, and the Muslim family decides to go live in, let's say, the North Pole, or whatever, or Africa, or whatever, how will I think? What will I do? I would wear a burqa, I would not eat pork, I would, however the Muslim brother.
Of course, upbringing.
Supposing today, I love meat, I love chicken, I love fish, or I love meat, beef, or I love pork. Would I like pork as a Muslim child? No. So what I think I am, what I think I like, what I think is me, is not me.
It's environment.
Is environment, is nurtured, not nature.
Nurtured by people.
Nurtured by people, by the environment, not nature. We're going to go to core nature. Core nature is different. Core nature is the realization that I'm a spirit in this human body, and I'm using this human body for an experience in this lifetime. That's it. And that experience of this lifetime, and when I understand that I'm a spirit, and the first step is detaching from the body. Why? Because I'm so used to being this body. I never knew I was a spirit. So even detaching, we call it soul consciousness. Even trying your best to be soul consciousness is very difficult, because we have so much memories from the moment we are born till.
No.
And the older you are, the more difficult it is.
Yes.
And the more educated you are, the more difficult it is. That's why an innocent person can awaken to be a soul conscious easier than a very educated person, because it has so much knowledge and so much information in there. And yet if you have the kismat, the destiny to awaken and hear this knowledge, you have the chance to awaken. So it's fortune. We'll come to the time of awakening later. There's a reason why I didn't know this when I was, let's say, even when I was studying the 6 scriptures. I heard I'm a soul, but I wasn't clear. I mean, I'm clear that I'm a soul in the body. I knew that, but I didn't go into the crux of it, the detail of it. You understand that what is the soul doing and what is the body doing and how am I different? You know, that this clarity makes you understand life better, and it's nothing new. It's when you hear truth, you will always nod. Everyone without fail will be in agreement. Truth is always the same, no matter what background, no matter what, because it's truth.
You cannot change.
You cannot change. And even if you agree or you don't agree, it's there. It's the truth.
It's the truth. Yeah.
You want to listen or not listen, realize or not realize, awaken or not awaken, aware or not aware, it's the truth. So what happens is when you awaken and aware and realize, you have the power.
When you acknowledge.
When you first is
Acknowledgement.
Feel awaken, ready to accept, you start having the power. You understand? So it takes time. Some people don't listen once and they're like, oh yeah. But some people listen so many times, they forget. They but then they'll forget. You understand? So we will forget. You're hearing this.
Because we are human. Forgetting is our first power.
Saying that labels you already, so I don't want to say that.
No, because when you learn, I feel slowly you understand, because this is not education. This is education from your own. So slowly when you read, when you tell us this is soul, you 10 times show us this is soul, then when I'm going to search soul, I'm gonna feel the soul lives here.
Yeah.
Because I know the path.
Now you heard it once.
Yeah.
So what she's saying is very correct, is that we have to re-hear this knowledge again and again, like ABC.
Like environment,
like ABC.
Yeah.
You have to hear ABC, and
ABC.
from
And then,
small you're a girl and you your name is Priyanka or your name is Amarjit, and the way you hear this so often that you became that. Now we have to keep hearing I'm a soul. That's why we say Om is soul. The word Om simply means soul. Om means Atma, Om means spirit, Om means soul, Om means me. Inner me. That's why we like the word. And it's beyond a language. It's that I know when you hear truth, you either start feeling energized or you start feeling sleepy.
No, actually, I'm gonna take the coffee too because I'm gonna burping.
Okay.
And I really love.
No, listen, please.
And I understand every word you're saying.
Yeah, continue to listen. Then drink coffee. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No harm with drinking coffee. Please drink. Would
Yeah,
you like yours as
I'm
well?
gonna cut you off for a second.
You want to take more? You want to take tea?
No, listen, I told you we don't. So you're getting ready for the truth. Something beyond yourself was already awakening you. So what I'm sharing here is not from myself. I am not smart enough to create this. एकदम ध्यान वापस लाओ. 1 घंटा के लिए मुझे देना. आधा घंटा हो गया. Just another few.
I'm telling you this because
it's related.
It related so much that I woke up and I tell him that how did you do that in my dream where you tells me Priyanka get up and I get up
You know
and
what?
see my dead body.
Now let's see this situation. It had to be you and not anybody else. Why? Because today we are sitting. You are here. I didn't know you're going to be here. She didn't know you're going to be here. None of us knew. I knew I'm coming to meet Priyanka. I knew I'm meeting her, but I didn't know you. And she had with you. So you see, because you both have to awaken at the same time. It was meant to be.
The same moments also.
No, I have this dream and it was so powerful. When I see my face in the mirror, I see him and the dream comes and I told him, sit down and listen to this. This is a very powerful dream where we can see. I don't know how people do it, but I think we can do it where we can see our soul and our body at the same time.
Whether we can see it or not, those are gimmicks. Let's not talk. Let's go deeper. Okay, it's not about fun. It's about that fun is nice, but we want to know more because there's a little subtle thing. Because when you see yourself out of the body, you actually don't have this face. You're a spirit. You're this.
But you understand, I see.
That's okay.
Full me.
That's a dream. That's not reality, but it's connected. But why you see yourself is because you know that supposing this leaves the body, when you're attached to the body, and you are a soul, you don't have a mirror. You left the body. Let's say I'm a soul. I left the body. Okay, I'm here. I don't have a mirror, so I don't see myself. Or even if I had a mirror, I can't see myself because the spirit doesn't see 5 elements.
Yeah.
And this body is 5 elements. So what happens is you imagine you're still this body. For quite some time you don't realize when you see near-death experiences, people who leave the body. I've watched a lot of near-death experiences.
After 13 days they come.
Really, forget 13 days. I'm talking about near-death experience, nothing to do with 13 days. Somebody leaves the body in the hospital and then after a few hours they're back in the body. So it's nothing to do with what you know. Let's drop our knowledge. We have to drop our knowledge to hear truth. Okay? So just listen with the open mind like an empty vessel for some time. Then later you can compare and think whatever you want to. So now when I leave, supposing near-death experience, somebody left the body. Just to give you a real idea. That person actually sees themselves as in this role because they've just left the body. They don't know they are a spirit as yet. So the mind, the thoughts is, I'm Amarjit. I'm a sick woman. Oh, where are my children? Oh, where's my husband? I'm still attached to the body and to all the relationships of the body. Till I don't go into a womb of another mother, you are still attached to this identity. So the soul, some souls when they wander, when they don't go in, most souls immediately go into another womb. But in our world, that 1 second in soul world is a whole lifetime.
Of course, it's a time.
It's a different time dimension. Okay, different time dimension, and that's why these movies are geniuses when they create time dimensions and spiritual dimensions, and it's amazing because 1 second of our realm, Earth. See, we are spirits. We are now. You can understand that we are aliens on Earth. We are not 5 elements, but we are living on Earth in the body of 5 elements. So we are coming from somewhere else. Okay, but we've lost our way. We don't know how to go back home. Okay, we are stuck in this right now. There's a way to escape, and that's moksha. So we'll come to that too. But right now, so what happens is, when I leave the body, I actually see my whole life in front of me. Every scene like a movie, but it's so fast. In the realm of spirit, you see it very slowly. Each scene that you made a mistake, each scene that you were beautiful, each scene that you helped someone, each scene that you gave someone pain, and you experience it all over again. But this time with a clarity. This is Dharam Raj. This is Lekha. This is Karam. What is Karam? What you don't face in the human body, you will face in the realm of soul. Okay? You cannot escape law of karma. If you have stolen from someone, if you have hurt someone, if you have, you will face it in the law of spirit, in the spirit world. It is very fair. So there's no one that can harm you. To know this is very powerful. No one can take anything from you. No one can harm you. No one can cause you any pain without getting a repercussion. And you cannot harm anyone without getting the repercussions of it. Everyone has to face their actions, whether you know it or not. It's like you're driving in Thailand and you decide, and you're driving on the wrong side of the road because you're used to driving in Europe. And the policeman calls you and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm from Europe. I didn't know the rules of Thailand and I made a mistake. The policeman says, I'm sorry. You have to be fine. There's no escape from the law. The law is the law. You have to wake up to the law. You can't say you're blind to the law and escape. Law of karma is like that. There is no escape. You either awaken to the truth or you just face. So what happens is people who are doing bad, thieves, robbing, killing, that's why they say burn in hell. It's not burning in hell. When you leave the body, you see yourself wrong. And you know you're wrong. So that repentance, that sadness, that whatever you inflicted on anybody, you feel that in exact and equal amount, exact and equal, not more, but all of it at the same time. So the pain of a moment is how painful. And imagine feeling all that pain in one moment. It's hell. And so it becomes multifold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. So that's why it's called hell. Okay? It is. So that's why we have to watch that we are not supposed to hurt anyone, cause anyone pain, or make anyone feel bad, no matter what. Because it's for ourselves.
You have to protect ourselves.
To protect ourselves from facing the repercussions of the law of karma. That's why you don't steal from it. That's why inside we all want to be good. We don't know why. Like, if it's a smart and educated person might say, what's wrong in feeling angry? So what? Anger is fine.
It's emotion.
It's an emotion.
But it's a repercussion.
But we know anger is wrong. Even though we say it's okay to feel angry, but we know it's wrong because we'll try to not feel angry. So subconsciously, unconsciously, the soul is aware of the truth. And the truth is what? What does every human being want? That's who I am. We all want love, kindness, peace, happiness, contentment, purity. See, the smile, we all want that.
Yeah.
If today we are after money because we think money gives us happiness.
No.
I'm just telling you, not you.
There are many people. Gives security.
False security. What is security? What does security give? What does security give? Happiness. Happiness. Ultimately, it's happiness. When you come to non-physical realm, when you break it down to it all comes down to the core 5. Love, peace, happiness, purity, contentment. You want to be content. You want to be pure. You want to be loved. You want to be happy. You want to be peaceful. It's that, ultimately. Ultimately, whatever you do in life, so the core, why? Because the spirit. has no body, doesn't feel hungry, doesn't need a house, doesn't need clothes, doesn't need anything. What does it need? Love, peace, happiness, purity, contentment. And if it doesn't have that, it's going to be disturbed. So what is the spirit? The spirit is the mind. So the spirit is feeling. So now we got more. What do I do? How are we different? I think, I feel. I think, I feel, and that's part of the mind. And I visualize. Like I say, see this. Or I say, see your mother. You see your mother. Or I say, see your best friend. You see your best friend. And it's a movie in here. So where do you see the movie? You don't see it here. Where do you see the movie?
Brain.
No.
Mind.
The brain.
Brain and mind.
No. Let me be clear. The brain is an organ in the dead body that's going to be burnt and buried.
Okay.
So let's not use the word brain. We do not feel with the heart. Why? Because the heart is an organ in the dead body that gets burnt or buried. Everything that is in the dead body is physical. Is 5 elements. I am. There's no brain here, is there? It's just mind. So let's use the correct word. Because then we confuse the body, the physical, with the spirit. Right now we are separating it. We are clarifying who am I clearly. So I'm not the brain. Yes, I use the brain to think. That's different. I use the heart to survive. I use the breath to live. But it's me who gives that life force energy to be used. I'm the life force giver. I'm the sabhang. I'm the self-illuminating spark. That is energy no matter what. Eternal. I'm eternal energy. Eternal. The spirit never dies. And that's why there's a concept of eternity. The concept of eternity is because I am eternal. So that's why I go to sleep every night without worrying that I'm not going to wake up the next morning. I never think I'm going to die. We live like we're not going to die. If we lived like we're going to die, we wouldn't live the way we live. We live like we're never going to die. And because unconsciously, subconsciously, the spirit knows it's eternal.
The reality of
the truth of it. So this is important. So imagine now. See, you're hearing a new concept, so you have to imagine. Because it's a new concept. But it's feeling like the truth. And because why? We are brainwashed by the world, by what we have been taught. So it takes time sometimes to sink in. But if you are open-minded and broad-minded and if you hear it, when you feel truth, you will know, yeah, it is. That's what the story of Ashtavakra and Raja Janak, that whatever, Ashtavakra is one deformed man. There's a story in the Gita that he wanted the truth while climbing the horse. And whatever Ashtavakra was saying, the only word he could say was, oh, wow. Just as I can see in your twinkle of your eyes and the smile that, yeah. Truth will be like that. It will be, yeah. It has to be that's truth. It will not conflict. Because when I heard, supposing I know I'm a spirit, I'm a soul, that's why I'm not worried about death. I'm worried about my loved ones dying. I'm worried about my son dying or my husband dying because I'll get hurt. So I don't want pain. But I'm not so worried about me dying. I might worry about how I die. I don't want to feel pain. I don't want a car accident. I don't want, to go stay in the hospital for days and suffer. I want to just die while sleeping. Right?
Yeah, everybody.
Why? Think about it.
Yeah.
Why? So it means you're not afraid of death, right?
You're
It
afraid
means
of
you're afraid
pain.
of how, yes.
It's just all about pain. Humans don't want pain.
Because we are so stuck in this identity of the body and what happens to this body that we forgot that we are the spirit. And when you are actually soul conscious, you do not feel physical pain or mental pain.
Yeah.
And that's why there are spirits and people on earth who were spiritual beings who sat on the hot plate, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, 3 days and 3 nights and didn't feel pain. Who had their scalp removed, these are the sick. And Jesus on the cross and says, thy will
Never
be done.
feel pain.
Thy will be done. Because of the connection beyond the body. So these are role models
I agree.
to awaken us. They didn't suffer. It's to awaken us that you can do it. And you have to learn how to do it. You have to rise beyond. I gave a talk on Chardi Kala recently and it was rise beyond. Because when you rise beyond, Chardi Kala is actually that. When you are in the being of a spirit, automatically you're elevated. Because elevated is light. Spirit is light as well as light. Halka as well as glow. As well as energy. Means it's everything. And it's eternal. So, knowing that I'm an eternal spirit is very powerful. I'm an eternal spirit that resides in the center of my forehead because where I see, where do you see? Here. Just focus on your best friend. Where you see your best friend. Here, right? Behind the 2 eyes, there's a screen, correct?
Yeah.
Correct? That screen where you see the whole movie, आप देख रहे हो अपने best friend को देखना मन में. That space where if you want to close your eyes, you can close your eyes, you can open your eyes.
Of course.
See,
And it's there. It's
so
not there. You don't go there.
Exactly.
You don't go to your root chakra.
You got it.
You go there.
You got it. So
Yes.
that's why it's called the eye. You understand?
Third eye.
Yes. I've just opened your third eyes.
Yeah, it's a
Opening the third eye means I brought you to the awareness.
You brought us to light.
I brought you to the awareness that you actually already have a third eye, but you were not aware to its vision. And the vision leads the way. Listen to this, it's very, very important. The vision leads the way. That's why every company has a vision. And the vision is always a symbol. Why? As long as, like for example, this is, what is this now? What is this?
Soul.
Fine tune it. Me. This is a mirror. This is me. We can say this is a picture. At least you said soul. Some people say it's a photo or it's a point of light. When you say a soul, point of light, you've taken it away from you. This is me. This is Om. This is me. This is who I am. This is very important. This is a reminder of who I am. This is a photo, but it's a reminder. When I go deep in, it's a reminder of who I am. Beyond this body, beyond this cycle of time, beyond this life. I'm the eternal spirit, Amar Atma. And I reside in the center of my forehead where I see. Because I, the soul, see. Beyond these 2 eyes. Now you all are looking at me. We are all sitting in this room and I can see this room. But my inner vision, I'm seeing this. Create the vision of yourself. See yourself in your third eye right now. And try to hold the vision. You'll need to use the eyes in the beginning because you haven't seen yourself before. And when we see the spirit or the spark that I am, don't see it in a dark background. Because we're so used to seeing stars only at night. So when you first hear of the word spark or energy, you tend to imagine a black background. No. The spirit is energy. So it's red. It's golden red light. It's like sunset, like the sun. So it's actually a beautiful, energetic background. So much जाना.
मैं AC बंद कर रही हूँ.
हाँ, बंद कर लो. You know what? Why don't you? We'll all start feeling hot. Why don't you hold?
No. Actually, room बहुत हमारा छोटा है ना.
No. But ठीक है. But if you put on something, you won't feel cold.
अंदर एक चुन्नी पड़ी.
I'll tell you why. When we switch it off after some time, there will be lack of oxygen because there's no circulation of air unless we open the windows.
Yeah, let's.
And then what? You'll have to open it. And then we get disturbed. Close it. Close it. Sound comes.
Actually, I think I
Little
got
bit. Never mind.
cold yesterday.
इधर पड़ी है अंदर
मेरी बात सुनो ये डालो मेरा है ना and you feel warm in it. There you go. See? We don't need to change outside. We just have to change myself. What happens is we are so used to changing things around us. Actually, it's always about changing me, not changing anything else. If I'm uncomfortable, I make myself comfortable. It's up to me. I don't have to disturb anything else around me. It's me. Always. This is just a very physical example, but inside also. We don't have to ever look for happiness outside. It's within me. We don't ever have to seek anyone to fulfill me. It's inside. I am all those things, but I forgot. So I am in my authenticity, in my first birth, beyond this birth. Let's imagine a first birth. The first time I came in the womb of a mother and I was born. How beautiful I must have been, because I didn't have any karmic accounts. The first birth means no karmic accounts. So you are absolutely loving, happy, peaceful, completely, That's you in the first birth. But we've born so many times now that we've forgotten that completely, but there's a way to go back. So that's the next step. So the vision is me, the soul, that is seeing beyond the 5 elements. So I use this to create a vision of myself. Okay? This is just a picture. Your vision will be like a real spark. Your vision can be anything, but to know that I'm that spark in a beautiful golden red light realm, and that's me. Eternal. Peace, love, joy. So that's why we say Om Shanti. I'm a peaceful soul. Why peace? Peace is beyond experience. Experience, you want contentment, joy, love. This is experience. But peace is neutral. Peace is nothing. It's shunya. It's like just peace. I come from a realm beyond this earth. Beyond this earth, beyond whatever matter can know or reach. So beyond all the 9 planets and all beyond Pluto, beyond the sun, beyond the stars, beyond the universe, beyond the galaxies, I come from a realm of peace. Because I am beyond 5 elements, I also come from the realm beyond 5 elements. So, no. I've lost my power. I need love. I need peace. I know I am that, but I've lost it somehow. It's like the phone and the battery is almost over and I need to fill the battery. That's it. It's very simple. The phone has depleted its battery. You've used it all day. So you've used your soul so many lifetimes, you've depleted. From 100%, you become 2-3%. Of course, you don't have love inside you. So what are we doing? Give me love, give me love, give me love, I love you. You love me, I love you. You make me happy, I'll make you happy. Sometimes we become generous. No, I'll make you happy, even if you don't make me happy. But we are tolerating, and then after sometimes we are sad. And we're like, why am I so sad? I'm giving so much happiness, why am I sad? Because I don't have. If I don't have sweets, can I give? If I have 5 sweets and I've given you one and I've given you one and I have nothing left, of course I'm going to be empty.
How it is possible?
Exactly. So now we have to learn to fill up from inside. It's possible. Just like the phone. How do you charge the phone? You cannot say from your phone you give me power. From your phone you give me. Your phone will deplete. Your phone will deplete. So what do? We go to the external source which has endless flow of electricity. So we plug in to an external source that is a source of power that doesn't end, right? And then the current comes in from the higher source to the lower source and you're charged. Likewise, the soul is depleted, so it has to plug in to the higher source and fill up. automatically from the higher source, energy flows to the lower source automatically. So very simple. I am a soul, you're a soul, 8-9 billion, all of us in the human bodies we are soul. There's one eternal source that never comes in the womb of a mother, that never takes birth in this human world, that remains in soul world. And that one is what we call Shiv, God, Allah, Vaheguru, whatever name you want to give, Gobind, Ram, whatever you want to call. That one soul, equal. Size-wise equal, power-wise not equal. Power-wise equal in the first birth. Before karmic accounts equal. Soul and Supreme Soul is identical. But we have depleted. Coming into birth, he's never depleted. We forgot. He never forgot. That's why they say God never is ever loving, because he never forgot us. But we forgot him. We depleted. Or when we remember him, we don't remember him accurately. We don't even know who I am. So how can I connect? So when I know I'm a soul, and I connect to him as a soul to soul, we have a union. So what I tell my grandchildren is very simple, because grandchildren are just come out from the womb. They know when you're in the womb, every lifetime that you are a spirit that leaves this dead body, and you go into the womb of a mother, you know you're a soul again. So every lifetime you get a touching that I'm a soul. But then what happens is, in the womb, 9 months, you know you're a soul, and you're having a union with God, and you know, and you're having a beautiful union, and you act. In the scriptures it's written, you promise, I won't forget you when I come out from this dark hole and hot hole. I want to have an experience. I don't want to stay in it. I want to enjoy life. You want to come out. But the moment you come out, you know you're a soul, and you've just promised God that you're not going to forget him. But what happens is everybody starts putting the input into you, and you're like, okay, maybe that was a dream. Maybe God was a dream, spirit was a dream, this is reality. Everybody is saying this must be the truth.
Yeah.
That must be my dream. So what happens? So then when a 3-year-old child remembers his past life, the mother saying, no, it was a dream. He's remembering his past life, but the mother saying it's a dream. Everybody around is saying it's a dream. The doctor is saying it's a dream. Finish, it becomes a dream. And then you forget it. So we forget. Every lifetime we forget. But the truth is, I'm a soul. And I come from the realm of soul world. For lack of words, we call it soul world. In the scriptures, they call it nirvana. You call it paramdham. You call it moolvatan. There are many words that are used. But basically, in pure English, it's soul world, where souls reside and where we come to play a role on earth. But one soul has to, it's a game of hide and seek, has to remain detached from the play. Because if all of us come and play and all of us get lost and all of us forgot, how are we going to go home? So there has to be one soul. And that's the role of that soul, to play the role of God, to bring us back home, to awaken us to this knowledge. So the teacher, Guru, the role of Guru is to awaken us to this knowledge and take us home as liberator. Liberator is Satguru. The word Satguru actually means liberator. The word Guru means teacher. So his role is teacher and Satguru. And to give us love. So that role is father or mother. Nurturer. So that's why we call God the father or God the mother. Tu mera pitta, tu mera mata. You can make him your beloved. In Sikhism we say Sajanada. Mera Sajan. You make him your best friend, you make him your child, you make him your grandson, you make whatever relationship you lack.
You're with him.
He is that. He can fulfill that relationship in you. Because we are so stuck in relationships, so we have to start fine-tuning that the only way I'm going to get empowered, I'm going to get what I lack. I lack love, I lack peace, I lack purity, I lack contentment, I lack all these beautiful things that I want, joy, I can only get from God. So when we connect, so I tell my grandchildren when they're born, because now I'm wise. When I was a mother, I wasn't wise. I didn't know. I brought up my children just like anybody else. But today I'm a grandmother and I know. So when my daughter-in-law is pregnant, I'm sending vibrations to that baby inside. Hey, I know who we are. Hey, so I talk invisibly through my mind. And then when the child is born, I'm Tell him. Twinkle, twinkle, Vivan. Twinkle, twinkle, Baba. I say Baba. Baba is like, is a nice word to use for God. Baba, Father, eternal Father. Like God the Father. Twinkle, twinkle, Vivan. Twinkle, twinkle, Baba. Meeting, meeting, loving, loving. Sajanada, mera sajanada. Nikat khoida, mera sajanada. You're standing so near me, my beloved. That feeling comes in. In the beginning, when you see yourself as a soul, when you're alone, without me being there, and you're like, okay, I'm a soul. And I fly up, and I see God, and me and God, when we unite, dot on top of dot becomes one dot, right? Jyoti, Jyota, Rali. You put a dot, I'm a dot, and God is a dot. So what do you see? Only one. But it's two. It's me with God combined. So from now on, whenever I see myself, automatically just combine that it's me and God. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So in one vision, it's Om and Shiv. He's also Om, I'm also Om. But because I have many bodies, so I have the name Priyanka, I have the name Amarjit, I have many names, right, in many bodies. So I am Om. But he doesn't have many bodies, so he's not only Om, he's Shiv, Sada Shiv, because he never changes. He doesn't have a physical name, so he's Shiv. Shiv means seed. The meaning of the word Shiv is seed, the identity. It's just a word. Don't relate it to Hinduism, don't relate it to any language. It's just Om and Shiv are universal words. I'm Om and he's Shiv. He's Om, but because he's Shiv,
Yeah.
he's different. He's one. He's the one. The one that is the Father, the Guru, and the Sut Guru, the only one. All of us are Om. All of us are Om, and we only have a name when we're in the body. When we're not in the body, we are Om. When we are every birth, we have different name. So Om and Shiv. That's why when we say Om Namo Shivaya, it's me, Namaste to Shiv. But we don't need to say Namaste. We just need to.
Om Namah Shivaya.
When we combine Om and Shiv, soul and supreme soul in English language, what's happening? Energy transfers taking place from the higher source to the lower source. As long as I hold this vision, as long as I hold this vision, so look at this vision and hold it. Right now, do it now. Look at it. You know why? You need to see. When you see it with the eyes, you can hold it better for now because it's new. Yeah, I can see that, you can see this, anything. So when you hold the vision, you can make your eyes small to focus. So it's also a focus. Can you see focus? It's a point. So I'm concentrating and focusing on myself as a soul in union with God. That focus with knowledge, with Gyan, is charging you. What's happening in this focus and concentration? In the beginning, it's Rukha Sukha. I'm not feeling the love, I'm just visualizing with knowledge. I don't feel his love in the beginning because I'm so barren. I've forgotten how to love. Over lifetimes, I've lost the ability to love. You were very truthful when you said that. You know, you spoke the other day to me and you mentioned that I don't really love except myself.
Yeah.
Because we've lost the power to love. Because we've taken so many births, and that's the truth. Because in Gurbani it says, "Is suke caste nu hariya kar de." I'm so dry. Make me evergreen. The sentence is beautiful. Is suke caste. In Japji Sahib you say it. Is suke caste nu hariya kar de. It's the truth. If I think I know how to love strong, it's attachment because my love has expectation. So it's not love. Love has no expectation. And we don't know, nobody knows how to love without expectation.
Yeah,
that's the
it's
truth.
difficult.
That's the truth. So it's me and God. Very few people are aware of it, that I don't know how to love. It's a very rare acceptance that I don't know how to love.
I can't love.
It's not you can't. Now we won't say I can't. I've forgotten how.
I've forgotten.
Because when you say you can't, you couldn't. You were right. Because you didn't know how to.
Yeah, how to.
When you know how to, then there's no can't anymore. When I have a phone and I don't have a plug and I don't know
How
about
to charge.
electricity and how to charge, I say I can't charge, the
Do
phone
it,
is
yeah.
gone, it's dead.
Yeah.
But the moment someone says, oh, you just have to take this charger and you plug it in there and it's good. Oh, really? Okay,
And then
it's happening. So let's do it now, because now, and you believe me, that's it. This is the end of today. Okay, so we're doing a union now.
Okay.
Gobind Milan.
Okay.
He's Gobind Milan. Gobind ship. So we're doing I, twinkling point of light,